Today I'm going to go over a chart and trade that we recommended on our Facebook page last week, and the trade was on First Solar FSLR stock symbol. Here's the chart that we posted on Tuesday. It shows First Solar in an uptrend, and you can see every time it dipped and moved lower, it then moved higher in a nice uptrend fashion. I actually entered the trade on Monday, and what I liked about it was I liked how this support level was taken out on this high volume day. And on this day it opened here, went all the way down here, and then ended up closing up in the top 25% of that bar. So it's a nice test of both the moving average and this support level. And it's also testing this sort of high volume markup bar back here. The next day the price activity stayed within that high-low range, and it did that again on the day that I entered the trade. What I liked on this day was it formed a lower low than this one, again tested the moving average, but did so and formed a higher low here. Again, another successful test, and as the market came down here and then came back to the open, that's when I went ahead and pulled the trigger and entered. We posted the chart on Tuesday after again it attempted and tested the moving average and closed near the highs of the day. As you can see, the following day was a very narrow range day, and price was unable to make it to the moving average. On Thursday you can see that the stock opened up a little bit of a gap between this close and here, and never really turned around and just shot straight up. This was an 8 or 9% move on this day. Now, what I was hoping for, look at these other days. On this day, it had this 8 or 9% move, and on this day it had this another large move. And so what you can see here is it opened very close to the prior day's close, didn't show much weakness, and then headed higher. The same thing here. It closed up here near the top. It opened actually a little bit higher, barely made it back to that close, and then went up a couple more dollars. That's what I was hoping for here. I was hoping for an open near here, a little bit of weakness, and maybe testing and going up into this $80 range. Now, it didn't do that, and very quickly it showed a lot of weakness and probably profit taking from the large move that happened on Thursday. So I went ahead and closed the vast majority of my position here just to protect the profits. Now, I still have a couple hundred more shares in another account, and what I'm going to be doing with that is trailing my stop up here with the 20-period exponential moving average. So on this part of the trade and the majority of the position, I entered at 69.30. I had a stop at 66.10, which was below this bar, and I closed the trade at 74.80. So I risked $3.20 a share, and I made $5.50 a share. Not quite a 2-to-1 ratio, but again, I gave it a chance to possibly make more. It just didn't work out that way. The percent gain was almost 8% in a week. Now, as I said, I still have a couple hundred shares, and just because this backed off here into this 50% range of this breakout bar does not mean that this is not going to go up here and test the $80 range or the top part of this channel. Okay, and in fact, look at the pattern here. You had this huge breakout day, huge gap, and it continued up, but the following day you had a very high volume move down into the 50% range of that bar. And what did you have from there? It just gradually worked itself up above this price range. So could that happen from here? The next couple days are going to tell us a lot. Here's the trend line, and this support line is still holding. It's coming back to test this breakout. And if it has a successful test and it holds and support holds, higher prices are likely. If it doesn't hold, then you got to be careful. Again, what I'm going to do with the remainder of my position is just follow this 20-day exponential moving average, and as you can see, that stop is already profitable for me on this last part, so I'm just going to give it room and let it go, hoping that the market again continues higher and tests these areas. So thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this trade summary. If you did, please refer others, and hopefully you guys were able to make some money on this trade as well.